Hello everyone and welcome back. My people, don't say it, the truth is out. Yes, this ADC, this opposition coalition, was formed just for Atiku. So Atiku pledges to protect the interest of Yoruba community if he is elected as president of Nigeria in 2027. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has appealed to the Yoruba community seeking their backing in 2027 presidential election. He emphasized his enduring personal and family ties to the Southwest region. Atiku addressed the concerns that his potential presidency could result in the domination of the Yoruba and other ethnic groups by the Hausa Fulani. In a statement released on Thursday in Abuja through his media consultant, Kola Johnson, Atiku emphasized that the Yoruba people are essentially his extended family and in-laws. He said, "I count myself extremely lucky indeed to have had a wife from amongst this noble species of human race, which by this token applies that the bond uniting me together with the Yoruba is aptly like the genetic bond of a family. This is why the Yoruba, whether individual or collectively, have always occupied a special place in my heart." It is also for this reason that the interests of Yorubas will always occupy a topmost place in my policy making and governance if by the special grace of God, Allah, I am lucky to be president in 2027. Therefore, the fear that my accession to presidency might lead to Hausa Fulani domination over Yorubas and other ethnic groups does not only arise, but also is absolutely unfounded because the entire Yoruba stock is my largest extended family and in-laws. In case you don't know or have forgotten, I was married to my first wife, Titi, a Yoruba woman in the 70s, and we have 4 Yoruba children together. Hey, Yoruba one. Hey, God have mercy. So they are not Fulani Hausa children, they are Yoruba children. Hey, yeah. She is now over 75 years old and we are still together. My children with Titi sometimes call me Babare, meaning good father. I am extremely in love with my children and serve as a good father to them, as I urge every father to do the same to their children. Anyone who knows me will tell you with all sincerity that as a person, I am naturally a highly tribalized person. Even before I could ever venture into politics, I frowned easily and effortlessly with people of diverse tribes, ethnicity, religion, and whatever sectoral differences. Chai! These old politicians, they can't stop amusing us. So they thought that we are still in 70s. Like this kind of talk, they move Nigeria again. For me, this is just like a test by the moonlight. Yes, because Nigerians know better now. Anyway, before we go into like what Nigerians are saying concerning this particular news, let me allow you guys to listen to what Mr. Maglus Oraka as well as Baba have to say concerning this matter as well. Take a listen. I'm going to be right back.
The former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is wooing today's Daily Post has it that the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is wooing the Yoruba people, saying that their interest will be uppermost in his government. A clear indication that Atiku Abubakar is unrelenting in his aspiration and ambition to become Nigeria's president. That he has been pursuing since 2007 till date. And he's so, I don't know whether to say lunatica about it, that even when somebody from the north just finished 8 years. Atiku Abubakar from the north is still bent on becoming Nigeria's president by all means. As if unless he becomes Nigeria's president, Nigeria will die. I mean, think of that level of desperation. That level of desperation. Who are you? Are you God? Eh? At your age, if you die today, Nigeria will not die. And we have not seen anything in you to say if you become the president, Nigeria will develop. You have said it yourself that you told President Olusegun Obasanjo to take up arms against the Boko Haram Muslim community. For no other reason than the community is protesting abuse of Western education to perpetrate haram, which nobody can deny. Other than that, the Fulani Muslim imperialists are accusing the community of unorthodox Islam, which is of no concern to Nigeria, which constitution permits freedom of religion while prohibiting state religion. Unfortunately, people with the mindset of leaders or so-called leaders in the mindset of Atiku Abubakar are imposing Islam and Christianity on Nigeria on the basis of which arms are taken against the Boko Haram Muslim community. While President Olusegun Obasanjo avoided war against the community, despite the pressure of the likes of Atiku Abubakar. So what are you coming to do? You are looking for opportunity to perpetuate the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community. Look at how many presidents, how many years have failed to eradicate the Boko Haram Muslim community, rather breeding more terrorist organizations, now called armed bandits. You see, they are terrorists too. It's a question of approach. But it all ends on violence. But we must not miss it. The Boko Haram Muslim community was not a terrorist organization. It was not intended to be a terrorist organization. 5 years under the presidency of Olusegun Obasanjo, the Boko Haram Muslim community was not even known by most Nigerians. Yes. Protesting abuse of Western education to perpetrate haram, leading to worsening mass abject poverty, leading to gross retrogression of Nigeria and worsening mass abject poverty, which nobody can deny. So, what are you coming to do? If you did not say it, we will not know. But providentially, you have said you are looking for power to continue the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community at your age. But you are not the first to do it. We have seen the desperation and the failure of Muhammadu Buhari, who was weeping to become Nigeria's president since 2003, became the president in 2015, and for 8 years, he perpetuated the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, added herdsmen terrorism, doubled himself as Nigeria's petroleum minister and accounting for nothing. So at your age, what are you looking for? At the age of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what was he looking for? And now he has power since 2023. What has he been doing with it? Perpetuating the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, perpetuating herdsmen terrorism, and worsening the economic situation of Nigeria, declaring all subsidies gone, including fuel subsidy. and having nothing to show for it, absolutely nothing to show it, but worsening debts on Nigeria, worsening debts, worsening mass abject poverty, leading to mushrooming, worsening insecurities, epitomized in mushrooming armed bandits and terrorist organizations. So at your age, go and rest. Nigerians, say to Atiku Abubakar what Americans told Joe Biden, go and rest. Say to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at your age, go and rest. That is what should be done. In addition to the fact that Atiku Abubakar has no respect for North-South justice, in the same way that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no respect for zonal justice. And when people have no sense of justice, what can you expect from them than injustice? As witnessed in the life of Muhammadu Buhari and now in the life of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ogundare Fonyemu, he said the benefit of wisdom is to know when you are deceived, even though human beings cannot always know when they are being deceived, because deception is in the mind, and unless you are a mind reader, it's not possible. So that's why nobody can go through life without suffering from deception, because when people are fooling you and hailing you, you don't know when to, but now that it's obvious, as at today, in today's Daily Post, that Atiku is still bent on becoming Nigeria's president. What next for Peter Obi? How do you secure your emergence as a presidential candidate in 2027? Opposition political parties, unite. Support Peter Obi. Let us go to North, South, and zonal justice to have a modicum of justice, so that we can base our society on justice, rule of law. Like, look at what Atiku Abubakar has just said about the Boko Haram Muslim community, that he told Obasanjo to take up arms against the community. And those who took up arms against the community since 2009 to 2025, what have they achieved than mushrooming armed bandits and terrorist organizations? So Nigerians are now talking of expansion of terrorist activities, extending to areas that they were not there in 2009. And Muhammadu Buhari wasn't the situation, so mushrooming and bandit. And now that the economic situation of Nigeria is even worse under the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who declared all subsidies gone and sinking Nigeria in debts and hyper inflation. So, Nigerian opposition political parties, please unite around Peter Obi. Let us, this idea of trying to marginalize the Southeast, it should not be, because injustice will never produce a good child. That's how it is, and our experience has shown it. So please, let us put this man Atiku Abubakar behind us. Tell him what Americans told Joe Biden, at your age, go and rest. Tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu what Americans told Joe Biden, at your age, go and rest. It's necessary, absolutely necessary. And anybody saying otherwise, despite the situation of Nigeria, should ask himself or herself whether he's truly a child of God, with mind of God, with good intention for fellow human beings. Even if you are secure today, you must think of your neighbor, although I know that our political economic religion don't teach us to do that, but to teach them to become Christians or Muslim for the sake of it. For promotion of Islam and Christianity, not for promotion of humanity. Kindness, love, mercy, charity, no. Religion, these political economic religions are looking for power and money, however they get it, even if it's through jihadist war or crusade war. That is their foundation. Any other thing to the said to the contrary is self-deception. But opposition political parties, Nigeria depends on you. Nigeria needs you. Be PDP, be ADC, or any other one. Unite and give us a strong front to support common Nigerians, workers, business people, artisans. Go and get your PVC. Be ready to vote out this old man and this retrogressive Congress calling itself all progressive.
Please, if you are a northerner and you are watching this video, don't approach this video from a place that seems as if I'm making a mockery of the North or trying to, draw some negative aspersions to the northern political scene. That's not my intention here. My intention is to draw our attention to the dilemma in the political psyche of the North. Now, when we say the North, some of us don't know what it is exactly we refer to as the North. To understand the political dilemma the North faces right now, we must understand what exactly is the political coloration of the North. Number one, we have the Christian North, which mostly can be seen in the northern and the north central. And then we have the Christian population also in the core north. Then we have the Muslim-dominated population in the core north. So we have the Christian domination in the Christian populated place in the central, north central, and the Christian population in the core north, and the Muslim population in the core north. And there are also Muslim population in the north central, but that will distort my political analogy. The only reason why the cabal in the north felt that governance of Nigeria is an entitlement to the north is because the voting pattern of the north, whether the Christian population in the north central or the Christian population in the core north or the core Muslim north, has always been one direction. That's one block vote. When they say the north, the northern votes. Now, some core northern and some political juggernaut that use this phrase, the northern vote, still live in the delusion that the northern vote is a block vote. Now, the problem of the political problem of the north started when these different blocks that I've mentioned in the north started having a mind of their own. And part of the reason why you saw some of the bomb blast area where you see all the suicide bombing and it was targeted mostly at, you see, I'm trying to make this video without sounding as if I'm a bigot or a religious bigot, but then hard as I try, I find myself constrained to say the truth. Now, let me even leave the history and say the dilemma that we face right now. Now, the likes of Atiku and the likes of El Rufai are still remaining examples of people who believe that power is an entitlement of the North. Let's face it, forget all this fraternization between Peter Obi and El Rufai. If it were not for Tinubu's Yorubanization of his political gimmick, I would have said, serve those northern politicians who thought they own the governance structure of Nigeria. The only difference is that Tinubu came and reversed the Fulanization or the northern political structure to a Yorubanized political structure. And part of the reasons why the northerners are mostly offended by Tinubu is because of the power snatching. When Tinubu was saying grab it, snatch it, and run away with it, Tinubu also grabbed power away from the north. And this is infuriating them. If you see the northerners saying that they will not vote for Tinubu again, it's mostly because in the scheme of the political structure of Nigeria, they were left out. And they see these people know they know political journey, they know the political map, so they already know what Tinubu is doing. So they want to remove Tinubu. But then again, the other part of the delusion, dilemma they face is the fact that, okay, Tinubu is messing us up. We are now awakened. Our political psychology is now awakened. But you see, this idea that an Igbo man can never rule this country is still there. It's still evident. What they don't know is that for you to remove Tinubu, there must, I repeat, there must be some sort of concerted efforts or a concerted agreement between the Southeast vote and the North Central vote and the core Northern vote, and some of the piecemeal votes that will also come from the Southwest. The North should, at this point in time, tell themselves, which is more important to you, survival or religion? Survival or religion? If you place religion above survival, Tinubu will win again. If you place survival as a pivotal panacea that drives your political calculation, you are going to win this election. There is no way. For the first time, this squabble between the Southwest and the North has placed the Southeast into a political relevance that anybody who chooses to neglect that relevance only fools him or herself. Now comes Peter Obi. Now, any political structure or any political scheme that takes Peter Obi out is only burying himself or itself. Like let me take that again. Any political scheme that neglects the relevance of Peter Obi is only pretending to be the proverbial ostrich which buries its head, and that because it doesn't see the problem, it is safe. I feel sorry for Peter Obi because of the stigma that the North and other part of the country have evolved or developed over the Igbos over the years. In Nigeria now, it's almost like to be an Igbo is like a stigma, or it's like a disadvantage to be an Igbo in this country. When in fact, these same people have contributed immensely to the structural and economic development of this country. So it's almost as if we are saying that the Igbos should just concentrate on development. After all, when you come to a place, we provide you land. But when it comes to politics, don't think about it. I can assure you that if we want to make a sharp turn from this plunge that APC have set us, then it has become necessary that we take some of the hardest decisions we have made in our life. And that decision is, for the first time, we are going to allow an Igbo presidency in this country. Otherwise, a time will come, people will be rolling our money in wheelbarrows, just like as it's being rolled in some, dilapidated economy. Nigeria is too big to be laughed at by our contemporaries. It is time now we grew above religion and tribal proclivities, norms that have persistently dragged us into the doldrum of irrelevance in the scheme of things around the world.
So today, Atiku Abubakar, Senator Tamboa and El-Rufai attended a stakeholders meeting of the Coalition Africa Democratic Congress in Abuja. People are saying that hey, any coalition without Peter Obi is like they are just wasting their time. So Nigerians are reacting concerning the promise Atiku Abubakar promised Yoruba community, as well as the meeting they attended today. So this person said, none of these people can stand tall and tell Atiku Abubakar the naked truth. Let him shave his presidential ambition as a token of his patriotism to advance Nigeria's democracy. Everybody knows the truth. Atiku contesting means Tinubu continuity, period. And this person said, what type of selfish politics do we play? All these meetings amount to a waste of time. If the election will be three-horse race, APC will win and that will be the end of all this noise. Because how can anyone not see that removing Bat means staying united in opposition? So another person said, perfect, is PO not in the country? Why is he not in such an important gathering? We need one house, so please, unity, please. The evil APC must go. And another person said, evil that men do lives with them. I love how Senator Tamboa and Atiku are suffering together for what they did to Jonathan. As for El-Rufai, he is a plant in the coalition. Nonsense, working for Bat. At the fullness of time, he will show his true colors. So, concerning the promise Atiku Abubakar made to Yoruba community, so this person said, this man must be taking colos at this his old age. Colos where they miss with loud. Because this kind of hilarious, transparently insincere statement cannot just be attributed to desperation or politics alone. If it is not drugs, it is brewing lunacy or spiritual remote control. And another person said, so Yoruba community should vote out their son and vote you in as a Fulani man to come help them protect their interests. The type of smoke Atiku is smoking is not here. And another person said, very senseless statement. So Yoruba should vote another Yoruba out, then vote for Fulani to protect their interests. This reminds me of those tricks we use in collecting food from children. Like Yorubas don't finish Atiku Abubakar. Anyway, my people, just as we always say that this coalition without P2B, they are just wasting their time. Or they are really showing us that they are working for Tinubu, honestly. Anyway, my people, so make I bring this update to you guys. I don't know what you think. Kucha will love you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section as always. Subscribe for more updates. If you haven't, share the video, give it a like. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in my next update. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Shamras in News TV. Come on, let us sleep, man.